Well, howdy, everybody. Teresa here and
Brad. Trying to figure out how to make egg salad.
Poor Bradley. How you like this? Do you like double sets of glasses? Yeah, these are a little dirty, eh? I'm not wearing them really. It's just being weird. Because that's something I excel at, right? Hey! Anyway. Brad's making egg salad even though he has to make the sauce himself. I'm telling him that he needs to be able to do this stuff himself because someday I'll be dead and he'll have to cook his own crap.
No.
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Any hoodles.
Let me see. Move.
It is May 5th, 2016, Sunday afternoon. It is 2:59 p.m. on this rainy, cooler, nice day. Cloudy day. I like days like this. Let's do the weather. Brad, do your Sunday.
Sunday.
There you have it. Let's see. It's 80 degrees right now. Real feel is 95 with the humidity. High is 84 and a low 75. So there you have it.
It doesn't feel like it's that warm out.
No, it doesn't. There's a little bit of a breeze coming. Fog is starting to lift a little bit of the haze or the mist or whatever it is. Yeah, I have, there. I had painted a long time ago some of these hanging things in the window and we found them, so I got them out and that made me feel better because now it's a little bit more like some of my stuff around. We'll get into that in a minute. Right, babe?
Right, sweetie.
I don't even know if I told you guys the high would be 80 and low would be 75. I don't know, did I tell you guys that? I don't know. Did I, honey?
I don't remember.
Okay. Wow. Was that confuzzled today? It is, the nap, we took naps yesterday. Wow, sorry guys. My mind's going about 20 different directions as normal. We took nap yesterday, or I took a nap yesterday. Brad, I guess, watched me take a nap. I don't know what Brad did while I was sleeping, because obviously I was busy sleeping. I don't know what he did.
I know I did some stuff outside.
No, you were in here when I took a nap.
No, I was outside too.
You were taking apart the bench while I was sleeping. I was that dead tired that even when he had the Dremel tool going and everything else, yeah. I was sleeping, and I was right here. So
that was pretty impressive.
Oh, when I'm dead tired, I just kind of drop.
Yeah.
You know. So and after that, like I said, Brad took the rest of that bench out. And that really has opened up so much in here. It's so nice. I did some looming. I didn't do any more painting yesterday. I just didn't. I was just having kind of an off day, so I didn't do it. I'm making another pot holder to match the other one I did. Nothing fancy. Yeah. And then I'll fold this over onto itself so it'll be double thick. So that's all I'm doing right now, doing that. As far as looming, Brad barbecued chicken last night outside, and I made a pasta salad. And
that is all gone.
It's all gone now. Brad also did some work outside, cleaning up outside, and did a little bit of reorganizing. That's about all we did, babe. Yeah. Well, I've been having kind of a hard time adjusting to some things, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So he was holding me and consoling me, and so with the big dog, and yeah, and stuff. But it did help. I had to get some stuff off my chest, and you know, and wipe my boogery nose on his chest, and because he likes that, right?
Yes.
So this morning, after we got up and did our normal bit of taking the dogs out and having our coffee and toast and stuff out there, then Brad went fishing with the next door neighbor. And then they came home and they looked like drowned rats because it started raining out there. Brad was there. I don't think there was an inch on him that wasn't just wet. Nope. You know, but he had fun. He caught a bad catfish. There's what type is it that's not good to eat?
A
hard head.
cat.
And I guess our neighbor Mitch caught a couple also. And then they saw something large kind of rolling out there. And Mitch said he thought it was a porpoise. So, you know, I didn't go because I stayed home and I painted.
Because she had sense enough to stay out of the rain.
Stay out of the rain. Honey, you know what that painting is I just finished?
Nope.
I hate it when I misplace my artwork. Oh, there it is. So I finished the painting. This is going to be up on Etsy tonight. To go along with the other ones that are already up there. So it's this one. And it is signed on back. I always sign my full name on the back. My initials on the front. Down here on this corner. This time. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. So yeah. This will be for sale. And it's just being sold by itself because it's a smaller painting. So, you know. So, if you know, it's a lesser. It's cheaper to buy this one than to buy a set or to buy a big one. So I'm trying to do some for some of my friends that said they wanted a piece of my artwork, but you know, are kind of strapped financially. So anyway, so I got that done. It will have a light protective coat. Did we put a light protective coat on this one yet?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do that on both of those. So anyway, and then later on today, I'm gonna work on a couple other ones after I get up from a nap, right? And I started. I made stuffed peppers, and I used that. I bought this yellow rice that had this saffron and chili powder, and I don't know, it smells really good cooking. So I bought that at the Dollar Tree. Did we use the whole bag? Mm-hmm. Okay. So for something different, but anyway, I got stuffed peppers in the crock pot cooking outside, and put some baby carrots in there with it. So that'll be our entire meal there. Well, it'll be a couple meals actually. But one thing I want to talk about is I've been kind of struggling with, and unless you actually have Asperger's or ADHD, ADD, you know, or something like that, you won't really understand. Like I put up my Facebook post, I hesitate to talk about it too much because anybody that has a child with it or has had a child with it automatically thinks they know all about ADHD and Asperger's or whatever. Each of us are so very different. Whatever works for your child or is working for your child doesn't mean that would work for the next child or would work for me or would have worked for me. Same with the Asperger's. Asperger's, there's such a big, huge scale. No two of us are the same. You know, the biggest thing you can do to help is to listen, to be respectful, and to not be judgmental. You know, I very much need a schedule. I very much need a menu. Even though this change is good for us and it's something that we wanted, it still is very hard for me. Even when it's a change that we are doing and not a surprise, it's still very hard. It's still very hard to wrap my mind around, and I get feeling scared and stuff. Also, I'm not a big person. I don't hang out with people. And I don't really like to hang on the phone for a long time and stuff. Once in a while, yes, but not, you know, not all the time. And also, it messes up my schedule, and then I get messed up and I get upset. It's okay for a couple of days, but then Brad will tell you, you know, I mean, no, I'm not going to lose it if all of a sudden, say we were going to have dinner at 5 o'clock and we're going to have it at 6 o'clock. Or maybe we're going to cook something different. No, it's not that rigid. But I don't like big surprises, and that's part of the reason why. Is it's because a lot of times surprises are not good ones. That would be my back history anyway. So
you are very, very much a creature of habit.
I am very much a creature of habit. He is so right. No, it doesn't have to be my way, but if we decide something, I kind of want it to stay that way, unless there's just absolutely no way. I'm very much marked to my own drummer. I very much am my own person, and I don't like to be told what to do by others. You can suggest. Even Brad, sometimes he doesn't think I'm paying attention to him when he's talking, and I'm hearing him. Sometimes I'm not. Okay, admittedly. Sometimes the ADHD in me is not listening at all, and I've told him, if it's really important, you need to make sure you have my attention, because I may even respond to him. We may have a full conversation, and I won't remember a bit of it. Because I'm multitasking and stuff. So I have to divert the 20 different things that are going on in my mind, and I might be doing even with my hand. I need to shut all that down and divert it to. But he's learned now, if it's really important, he needs to kind of almost get right here with me and go, I need to talk to you. This is important, I mean, he doesn't talk down to me or anything, but, he knows that I have a tendency to kind of, be 20 different directions. Or if I'm really focusing on something, like when I'm doing the artwork, the house could burn down and I would not notice. Well, I would, because my sense of smell is really acute, but like that, if I'm doing artwork, I can't tell you what he was doing.
Yep.
So, but yeah, you got to give people space, and I know a lot of people don't understand, and they'll think, oh, she's just weird. Oh, she's just weird because she might take a big step back from socialization all the way around. No, I'm doing what's best for me. And what's best for me is kind of like fishing, and you have maybe all these different lines out in the water, and I'm pulling them all back in because there's too much going on, and I can't focus on what I need to focus on, which is my husband and I, establishing a new lifestyle here. I'm really into the art right now, and really enjoying painting. I haven't done any painting. I haven't done a lot of painting. I haven't done probably this much painting since high school. Seriously, honey.
Really?
Yeah, which was 1982. So, kind of a big span. Yeah. I've done a few paintings here and there. And I've been doing a few even before we moved. But, besides that, I've been doing mainly pen and ink and graphite and charcoals and stuff. So, I'm really, really enjoying what I'm doing. And, I'm trying to get a nice following going on Etsy and hopefully sell some pieces that will help, us financially and stuff. And we've been going through some stuff that in our personal life, not between us. We're good. But just some stuff that happened, in the past and stuff with family and stuff that kind of become, you kind of shove it in the back burner, and then, part of the healing and bringing that out and kind of coming to terms with it. Grieving, if you will. That would be it. Grieving the loss of those relationships that most of the time, sadly, you realize never were. So, and that's just life, and we all go through that. Nobody has a big, happy Welton family. If they do, I would be shocked. But, anyway, that's just how I'm feeling. I mean, people think I'm odd, or people think I'm crazy or stuff. No, I'm just unique. We all are, but I do, have a different perspective. Always have had a different perspective on life. luckily, Bradley finds that refreshing, because sometimes my perspective on something, he'll go, "Wow, I never thought of it that way," and and that'll be a really neat way to view it. Or sometimes I may say something, he'll be like, "What? What were you? What?" Or sometimes I won't get the simplest things. How something works, which is something very, very easy that most people would get. He will watch on certain days, and it depends on how sleep deprived I am that morning, or how scattered I am that morning, fight to be able to put a leash handle inside another leash to connect them, so we can connect the two dogs into one leash and have them tied to my wheelchair. He had watched me sit there and struggle, and it's something I do every morning. But that morning, I will sit there, and it might take me 5-10 minutes. Because I just can't. I don't understand it. Or he'll say something, or somebody else will say something, and I'm like, I don't get it. And they look at me like I have 20 heads. And I'm like, I truly don't get it. It might be something so easy, and you're like, but you just got this whatever, and it was really complicated. And I'm like, I know, but I didn't get this. Right, hon?
Well, there's sometimes I'm really amazed that you struggle comprehending some simple issues, whatever.
Right.
But then there's some days where you come out of left field, and it's like, where did you get all that?
Yeah. It's just the way it is, But we're entertaining, and we're fun, right? I can come up with some pretty cool stuff sometimes.
Yes, you can.
And then other times it's like, oh, Lord. I went through this whole fetish when we were first married. Let me tell you, Brad's glad I'm out of this fetish. Well, it wouldn't work how we live now anyway. Where I wanted to rearrange the front room furniture.
I knew where you were going.
At what time, honey?
Usually 11 o'clock at night.
11 o'clock at night. Yeah. 11 o'clock at night, I might decide that we need to arrange. We were both able-bodied and perfectly healthy back then. But we need to rearrange the entire front room. 11 o'clock at night. He's glad I've outgrown that.
Yes.
And anyway, we couldn't do it here because the furniture's kind of attached to the,
No, we still move furniture.
Well, we do, yeah. But it's now 11 o'clock at night.
That's a good point.
So anyway, I just wanted to give that insight. If anybody wonders what it's like, because a lot of people also think that if you had ADHD and or Asperger's or dyslexia or anything, that you magically outgrew it as you grew up. No, you don't. You learn ways to you learn how to
Work around it.
Yeah, you learn how to work around it. You learn tools, and how to adapt, and you learn ways to recognize the symptoms of, like, I've been very anxious and stressed and not super depressed, but kind of blue the last few days. And it's not because there's some stressful stuff going on. It's part of it is no schedule, no menu. I like Brad says, I'm very much a creature of habit. So we're getting that fixed. But if you're wondering, what it's like if you have a child that has any of that stuff, they will still have it as they grow up. It's not something they outgrow. They'll learn, and you will teach them better tools, better ways to do it, better ways to fit into society better, and tools like how to focus. That's one of the things I learned in school, was how to focus on something instead of being so scattered, to the point where I can focus so hard that there's nothing else there. you know. Yeah, you learn. And if you have a spouse like mine, then he learns. You know, he reads and teaches himself about more about Asperger's and ADHD, and then he can help you and recognize the signs of when you're just scattered and stuff, and maybe you just need him to sit and let you kind of blubber on for an hour about this and that. And I mean, I think we covered the entire world, didn't we, last night?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and he never laughed. He never, you know, he just held me, let me wipe my snot on his shirt, and then the dog got big. Charlie got between us, and he was licking both our faces, and yeah.
Good thing I was wearing a green shirt.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get off here because he has our egg salad done. And we're going to eat lunch and then go lay down and take some nappy naps. Right, baby?
Uh-huh.
So, love you guys. And I cherish your friendships. And, you know, just remember we're all unique. And just because somebody does something differently than you do doesn't mean that they're necessarily right or wrong, or that you're right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just we're all different.
Oh.
Talk to you guys tomorrow. And I love you guys. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye.